What's going on, my beautiful people? Today we're gonna do an update on my car since it hit 25,000 miles not too long ago. I'm at 26,290.8 miles. Damn, that's a lot of miles for only a year of having the car. Yeah, I wanted to make a video on an update of about how the car feels and everything like that. So the first thing that I noticed, I haven't changed my clutch yet, and it feels like since I've added a little more power to it, it feels like the clutch is kind of giving out, going away a little bit. It's definitely worn. I've definitely beat on the car a little bit. The Corsa and everything is still holding up perfectly. It hasn't changed its pitch at all. Not at all. It hasn't changed the headers. The headers aren't too old, so nothing's wrong with them. The only problem that I encountered with the headers was that whenever I was going up onto this dyno, it was called Dyno on the Go. I was driving up on the dyno and they told me, yeah, you're fine, like you'll be able to make it, like, because I'm sure you guys know that my car is like super low. Well, not super low, it's not like laying frame or anything, but it's pretty low. I bottom out. I wasn't even driving the car, it was the worker. He was driving the car. And he said, don't worry, man, we work with these kind of cars all the time. We work with cars that are like 2 inches off the ground, like this, that, and another. They put blocks underneath of my wheels. As soon as they put the blocks underneath of my wheels, he gave it too much gas, and he actually shot the boards out from underneath of the wheels, landed straight on the clips that connect the headers to the catback, and just completely ripped off my full exhaust. That was the most unprofessional thing I've ever seen in my life. They just kept on trying to do it, even though they knew, they had a feeling that they couldn't do it. You could probably find it on the internet, on YouTube or something somewhere, because there were a bunch of people recording that incident. That was a little off topic. Let's stay on the topic. The car feels great, the wheels feel great, the BD11 Black Diamond rims feel great. The iBox Sportline springs, they're pretty good, even though they ride a little rough. They're definitely stiffer than the stock suspension. The only thing that is annoying about this car is that I cannot go everywhere. Like, I can't go everywhere. Like, say I want to pull into like a Ford dealership or something, and they have a big hump like that. I can't get over it. I'm just gonna scrape the shit out of my car. The dip that I got on the car is holding up really well. It's not that old. It's maybe 2 months old now, but it's holding up very well. You can't really treat it like normal paint, but you can condition it with the dip coat, like I explained in one of my other videos. That's what I use to condition the dip. It's not bad at all. It's actually amazing. Like, for number one, it's easy to take off if you ever want to take it off. Number two, it protects your paint. The Dynamics, even though we opened up my headlights and everything, they are perfectly fine. They have never failed me. They have always worked properly. The only thing that I've noticed is that one side is a little brighter than the other side, which isn't a big deal because it's not noticeable at night at all. But the only time that you can really notice it is if you put them both to white, both sides at white. The car itself, the engine, perfect. I've had no problems with the engine whatsoever. I've had every scheduled maintenance. I have had zero problems with any mechanical part of this car. There's a cop right here. Undercover in a Chevy Suburban. Oh well. Can't tell how loud the car is, bro. Feels really good under power, really smooth delivery of power. You really can't beat the Coyote engine, and I know some people are going to be like, oh yeah, the LS motors are like the best in the world. I agree, they are very, very good engines. The Coyotes are very known for being able to rev very high. It is a very, very reliable engine, and especially this new one with the 16 and or 15 through 17 performance packages. The performance packages engines, they have forged internals. They can handle a lot more power. Love this car. Rides smooth. It's very tame whenever you need it to be, and it's like a bat out of hell whenever you stomp on it. It's like no other car that I've ever driven. What I think we're gonna do, we're gonna go to a little secluded area. I'll show you more of the car, show you more about the car, show you the diff more in detail. As you guys can probably tell, yes, I have off-road headers. I have no idea how I passed inspection. I went to the first inspection place, right? And guess what they failed me for? They failed me because of the fact that my tire was too close to my back fender well. Like, it was too close to the lip of the fender well, right? Have you ever heard of that in your life? I went to the second place. So here in North Carolina, you don't need to get emissions done until 69,999 miles. Or until the car is 3 years or older. This car isn't 3 years old yet, and it's definitely not above 70,000 or 69,999 miles. He asked me the year and how many miles I had on the car. I told him 26K. It's 2016. He said, okay, so you don't need to get emissions done. I was like, okay, sweet. And he didn't even plug anything into the ECU. He didn't plug anything into the little plug underneath of my dash. So therefore, it didn't read that I cleared the codes before I went there, because of the fact that as soon as I pulled into the first inspection place, right, I didn't have any lights, I didn't have any check engine lights, I didn't have anything on the dash. But as soon as I pull in there, I get a check engine light for catalyst bank 1 and catalyst bank 2.
You only want to chase the feeling again. Let's be friends. You only need what's best for you and not them. Don't pretend. Now I don't wanna lose sleep, thinking about everything we could be. Let's just see what comes to be. She said, we're all made in Hollywood, fake loving and hating on silver screens, believing everything we come to see. Go outside, it feels so good. We're loving and hating and making scenes. Now we just see everything we believe. We just see everything.
The car holds up, or has been holding up really good. 25,000 miles, and it still drives basically like a brand new fucking car. Pretty much fully bolt-on, except for a supercharger, because a supercharger is technically bolt-on. I plan to own it for much longer. This car has been an absolute dream for me. I never really liked Mustangs until the new one came out. As soon as I saw the new one, I was just like, yeah, I kind of need to try and get that car, because if I do get that car, it'll make me so happy. And this car is literally my dream car, and it has treated me phenomenally. So if you're ever thinking about buying a new Mustang, or even the new 18 Mustang that's coming out, which I will make a video on pretty soon, probably in the next couple of days or so, I say fucking go for it, because this car has treated me so well. Just with simple bolt-ons, I've beat the new Camaros in races, like roll races, and just everything about this car is just, it just fits me. Just test drive one and you'll never want to get out of it. I'm telling you, you will never want to get out of this car. Seriously, this is a really good, it's a really good first car to learn stick on. I learned stick on this car. It wasn't hard to do at all, actually. Once you learn how to do it, it's like riding a bike. You'll never forget how to do it. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks again, guys.